Dun, 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 dun. How many of you remember that tune from years ago? I mean, I think it's still a tune right now in the news, one of the most popular news station in Nigeria. Welcome to ER with MI, and I'm your host, Mary Imbufe. Today, we're going to be answering the very big question: why do employers lose these cases? Now, this is not an employer bashing session. This is not a HR bashing session. This session is actually to help employers and human resource professionals all over the world to understand, the importance of certain few things that actually mean a lot, when it comes to organizational effectiveness and when it comes to lawsuits and law cases. And this would actually wrap up our previous series and form the basis for the next series that is coming up. So this is just an interlude, it's just in the middle. So yeah, let's dive into it. We are talking about 5 common mistakes that HR professionals and employers do. What is hashtag mistake number 1? Poor or no documentation. Yeah, you heard that right. We cannot overemphasize the importance of documentation. Documentation is very, very important. And any single documentation you miss as a HR professional can cost the organization millions and millions and millions in lawsuits. So I see some people, they don't have queries on the staff, they don't have performance appraisals. I mean, no emails whatsoever. It's not even like there is a trail of conversations in that HRIS that you use. There's nothing to show that, okay, this person, has a case, or the employer is not satisfied with the services of this employee. Nothing at all to show for it. But guess what? You just wake up one morning and terminate this person. Now, if this person decides to take up a law case or a lawsuit with you, what are you going to present in court? And I need to add this because this would form the basis for the next series of videos. That's the next series, the next topic we're going to be handling. There is a right way, okay, to actually fill in documentations on your HRIS that it can be acceptable in courts. Now, and there is a wrong way. So literally, even your HRIS, if you don't comply with certain principles, certain policies, certain laid down laws, it might not be admissible in court. Now I'm talking about HRIS or HR softwares that help you, do everything on the software, so you don't even get to use emails. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So there's a right way to handle documentation on those kind of softwares that it is actually acceptable in court, and there is a wrong way to handle documentation. I'm going to be talking about that in the next episode. This is for my big shot HR guys who use an all-in-one platform where you don't even need to send email, reply emails, and all of that. Yes, we're going to talk about that in my next video. Vibes don't count in court. Verbal communication without witnesses and evidences to prove that there was a verbal communication. I mean, there's no evidence, but there could be witness, does not amount to anything in court. The only thing that amounts to something is documentation and witnesses. That's all. Second hashtag mistake that employers or HR professionals do is mishandling terminations or using forced resignation. Like, what we discussed, we'll just finish discussing constructive dismissal or forced resignation. All your mishandling terminations, there's a way to handle terminations. We're going to talk about that in another video series, not even now, but there's a way to handle terminations. There's a process to follow before terminating somebody, and the processes differ for different offenses, for different groups of offenses. There's a right process for terminations. So mishandling terminations or forced resignation, what you call forced resignation or constructive dismissal, please, if you must terminate, follow me, go to my YouTube channel, go there, subscribe. There will be an episode. See, I've scripted it. There will be an episode on the right kind of termination. There is an episode on that alone. Now, for different groups of offenses have the right way to terminate an employee. An employee can be wrong. and still sue you to court, and the court rule in favor of the employee. I hope you know that. So there is a right process. Just stick with me, keep following me while I dish it out to you hot, 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 hot. Two common mistakes that HR professionals and employers make. First, you have a long-standing employee, maybe somebody that has won Employee of the Year countless times, or maybe they didn't win Employee of the Year, but it's just the oldest staff in the organization, and you don't want the staff to be there anymore, maybe because of performance-related issues, or maybe the staff is not innovative enough, or whatever, and then you just decide, oh, let me honor this person, let me dismiss this person honorably, without actually dismissing this person. So you call the person to your office and say, oh, please resign. We'll still give you benefits. We'll still give you some other benefits and all of that. But please resign. Go, so that we don't have to terminate your appointment, because if you don't resign, we might have to end up terminating you. But don't worry, we'll pay you your 1 month in lieu. Don't worry, we'll do this. Don't worry, we'll do it according to the policy, as if you whatever. Now, after doing all that, big brother, after being so good, okay, to that person, and the person resigns, the person can still sue you and still win a case against you for forced resignation, though you were just trying to be the nice guy. So, like I said in my video on forced resignation, please exercise your rights, especially if you don't trust. You can't even trust. I mean, this is a working relationship. I'm not saying you can't trust an employee, and I'm not saying an employee cannot trust an employer, but I'm just saying we're all human beings. So, I'm not saying you shouldn't trust, but then this is an employee-employer relationship. So you just have to be careful. And if you must let somebody go in a peaceful manner, like, wanting to be the big brother, there are other measures. You can have a retirement policy, right? You can have a retirement policy and use that. Then there are other ways to actually do it that it will not be forced resignation. Maybe in another part, we will talk about that. Another thing to make you come back. Stay hooked on my channel. You gotta stay.